everybody, we're here today to read Sealed with a Kiss by Pixie Chica. We're on chapter 4. Mia. I follow Alex to her office, knowing she's upset but not why. I know neither of us expected this. I can feel the tension coming from her and want to soothe her, except she seems so unapproachable right now. Instead, I fix my black pencil skirt and white top, forcing myself to stay where I am. She's facing the window with her arms crossed. I know this may not be the best way to run into each other, but I won't lie and say I wasn't itching to see her again. I was so close to running into Jessica's office this morning to ask about Alex. After this morning's meeting, I can see why Alex needs an assistant. Her schedule is hectic, and I'm prepared to make her life easier, professionally and personally. I decided last night I was tired of always being afraid to leave. I know my parents aren't the best, nor the only example, because I've met many couples that are together for the right reasons, such as Jessica and Robin. Their love is obvious from a mile away. Upon realizing that, I kicked myself for leaving, but vowed to make it right. The connection I felt to Alex was real, and it was time to have faith in my instincts. Alex is looking just as desirable as the night before, though her hair is a bit disheveled, with a few strands peeked out of a ponytail. I also didn't miss the dark circles under her eyes. Even her clothes seemed to have been an afterthought, but the khaki pants and white dress shirt still have me hot and bothered. She could be a doppelganger for Rosa from that show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, only taller. Alex emanates power, and I remember what it felt like to be on the receiving end of it. And fuck, I just ruined another pair of panties. The position already included a hefty benefits package. I wonder if Alex will add a lingerie allowance. It is her fault. They'll constantly need replacing after all. On a serious note, Alex is very generous to her employees. I can tell her breathing is labored, and I can no longer keep my distance, my feet moving me closer of their own volition. I wrap my arms around her waist and lay my cheek on her back, taking in the scent of roses and coffee. Alex relaxes, but only momentarily before she tenses and pulls away. When she turns to face me, her expression is hard and unreadable. I'm sure it would scare anyone else, but not me. Ms. Cardoza, please sit down. Please sit, she commands, motioning to the seat in front of her desk. I am your boss, and had I known that beforehand, last night would have never happened. I'm very sorry for the inappropriate behavior and promise it won't be repeated. Alex's eyes are glued to the floor, and her words would be convincing if her hands weren't clenched into fists. Ha! That's a good one. Okay, Ms. Santiago, we'll keep this strictly professional, I savvy with a wink when she finally looks at me. I understand she needs to act a certain way here, so I'll listen to her speech. Then later, we'll finish what we started. Alex might be in control, but I'm not taking no for an answer. I'll push whatever observations she has aside, because it's only a matter of time before we have our forever. I can feel it in my soul. Baby girl, Ms. Cardoza, I need you to understand that I frown on employees dating each other, so that there will be a definitive line drawn between us that can't be crossed. Please return to your desk, and I'll have Amy from accounting show you around and take you to HR to finalize your paperwork. Now I'd like you to leave my office. I need to get some work done. I try hard not to let my hurt show, but I know she caught it when she curses under her breath. I nod and walk out, keeping my tears at bay. She's lying to herself if she truly thinks she can escape fate so easily. The day passes very quickly, and it's 7 before I realize it and clock out. Honestly, I should have left 2 hours ago with most of the others. I wonder how long Alex plans on staying. Is this her normal routine? If the rumors I've heard are right, she works herself to the bone and can easily stay here all night. My heart aches for how lonely her life seems, and I want to fill that void to give her someone to come home to. I approach her door, determined to end this nonsense, when the conversation inside stops me in my tracks. What were you thinking, Jessica? You knew who she was and didn't say a damn thing. Do you know how much trouble this could turn out to be? Love doesn't care about shit like that. I've never seen you lose your head over a woman. You're only avoiding the inevitable because she is just what you need to get your head out of your ass. Have you ever done anything like that, like last night? You know I haven't. But now she works for me, and I can't even fire her because she's so damn efficient. If she was a bad employee, I could at least hope there'd be a chance for us after she left the company. You worry too much. It's your damn company. What's the worst that can happen? A few employees talk smack. So what? They're already doing that. Everyone saw the way you snapped at Amy when she had your woman giggling. I did no such thing. They're getting paid to work, not socialize. And Mia is not mine. It doesn't matter how much I like her. I will not cross that line. Suit yourself. But I'm warning you, love can't be stopped. Let's just hope you end up on the right side of things. I hear footsteps and make a beeline for my desk, rummaging through my purse like I'm searching for my keys. The door opens and they walk out of Alex's office, both of their gazes going straight to me. I say a silent prayer, hoping I can pull this off without looking guilty as hell. Miss Cardozo, what are you still doing here? Alex asks with a furrow of her brow. She looks suspicious, but I summon a smile before answering. I'm sorry, I got caught up in organizing the paperwork for your meeting later this week. A lot of it was labeled wrong and duplicates were unclassified. I hope that was okay. I wouldn't want to get on your bad side, boss. I explain using the sultriest tone I can for the last part. Jessica chuckles, then pats me on the shoulder and mouthing, good luck, you'll need it. I'll see you two tomorrow. Don't forget to lock the door this time. Jessica throws over her shoulder as she makes her exit. My cheeks instantly heat at the memory, and I know Alex's brain has gone to the same place where I hear her groan. I take advantage of her momentary lapse and close the distance between us. However, she takes matching steps in retreat until her back hits her office door, and I'm on her. Time to poke the boss. So, Ms. Santiago, has my performance been satisfactory, or was I a bad girl? Employee. I'm not sure what the hell has gotten into me, but today I discovered the only thing hotter than a turned-on Alex is when she's aroused and trying to avoid me. When she inhales as I press my chest to hers, I know I'm affecting her, and it fills me with confidence that any moment she'll stop this stupid idea of propriety. Her word stumbling is the cutest, and I almost feel bad for what I'm doing, but not enough to stop. Standing on my tiptoes, our mouths an inch apart, I can feel her breath on my skin. My plan is backfiring fast because I'm spiraling out of control. I brush my lips against hers, then ask, "What's wrong, Miss Santiago? Realizing you can't escape me?" A throat clears, and I curse under my breath, wondering who the hell is interrupting us now. Turning toward the sound, I see Amy with a bewildered expression plastered on her face. I am so irritated with this idiot. She tried flirting with me earlier, but I immediately nipped that in the bud. I was so happy when Alex snapped at her because I was trying to be polite, but she wasn't taking the hint. If she had touched my hand one more time, I was prepared to break it in half. Right now I am seeing red, and I want to scream. Sorry, I didn't realize you were busy. I was looking for Mia to see if you wanted to have dinner since it's so late. Alex tenses, her eyes burning into mine with an intensity that has me panicking because I don't want her to get the wrong idea. I don't give two shits about Amy. Alex moves in front of me, blocking my view, but the anger radiating from my sex goddess is palpable. I should not be turned on by this, but I am. Amy, I do believe there is a strict policy on relationships in the workplace, and infractions will not be tolerated. You may leave now, as I need to have a serious conversation with Ms. Cardoza. The way she says my name is a mix of venom and seduction, a combo I never thought possible. I hear Amy mumbling, who knows what under her breath, as she leaves, but I couldn't care less. I want to be alone with my sexy boss. Finally. Now where were we? I asked with a wiggle of my eyebrows. Unfortunately, my attempt at levity only makes her furious. Alex grabs my wrist, and I'm barely inside her office before she turns the table, and I'm pushed against the wall. The possessiveness in her eyes has me shifting my thighs, seeking some relief. She puts her hands on my neck and uses it to pull me closer, danger written all over her face. Is this what you do, Mia? Get cozy with any chick that looks your way? I will not permit that shit in my office. Stay the fuck away from Amy. Better yet, any other romantic possibilities. I smile at the growly woman who is coming to mean more to me than anyone else ever has. Would it bother you if I did? Does the idea of me having other conquests get under your skin? I know I'm playing with fire, but I want to get a rise out of her, and I do. She slams her hand on the wall, making me jump a bit, her eyes searching mine for the truth. My hand automatically goes to her cheek, and she leans into my touch. Babe, do you really think I'm like that? I'm only interested in you. You're being crazy, and you know it. I feel like I've won this battle as her forehead rests on mine, her scent engulfing my senses. I'm drunk on it and want nothing more than to stay here forever. Then I see her vulnerability, and it breaks my heart. Can't she see what she's doing to both of us? I throw caution to the wind and kiss her softly. The feeling of her lips on mine is everything. Alex, I know you feel this too. It doesn't have to be this way, despite the fact you're now my boss. We're still the same people we were yesterday. She's thinking about my words, the battle waging inside her, almost visible. She wraps her arms around my shoulders and gives me a gentle kiss on top of my head. I know she's still struggling, and I can give her time to accept the inevitable. I better not see you hanging around Amy other than for work-related reasons, she says, leaving our situation unresolved, unless that is her answer. Now leave, before I do something I regret. It takes her a moment before she pulls back and opens the door for me to walk out. That didn't exactly go as I'd hoped, but I'm stubborn, if nothing else, and will not give up on us.